In a quiet valley surrounded by green hills, there lived a boy named Noah. He studied at a small town school and lived a simple, cheerful life, playing with his friends, climbing trees, and watching the sunset from his backyard. That was his little world, peaceful and ordinary. But Noah had one big challenge. He struggled to learn. No matter how hard he tried, the lessons never seemed to make sense. His classmates often laughed at his mistakes, and little by little, his confidence began to fade. One afternoon, after everyone had left, Mr. Dalton, the old ethics teacher, was still sitting in the classroom. Noah hesitated for a moment, then quietly walked toward him. "Sir," he said softly, "can I talk to you for a moment?" "Of course," Mr. Dalton replied with a kind smile. "Sit down, Noah. What's troubling you?" Noah took a deep breath. "I'm terrible at studying," he admitted. "I can't remember what I read, and I lose focus so easily. I'm trying, but nothing works. I just feel hopeless." Mr. Dalton folded his hands and said calmly, "Noah, you're not alone. Many students feel this way, but if you're truly willing to change, there's always a way. Let me show you 5 simple lessons that can transform how you learn and how you think." Mr. Dalton handed Noah a jar of cloudy water. "What do you see?" he asked. "Just muddy water, sir," Noah replied. "Then wait," the teacher said. They left the jar on the table. An hour later, the dirt had settled, and the water was clear. Mr. Dalton smiled. "Do you see? The mind is like this water. When it's full of noise, fear, and worry, you can't see clearly. But when you let it settle, clarity comes. Before you study, take a few minutes to breathe slowly and calm your thoughts. Only a peaceful mind can truly learn." The teacher then lit a small candle and placed it on the desk. "Watch the flame," he said. "Try not to think of anything else." At first, Noah's thoughts jumped everywhere, to games, to exams, to his friends. But after a few moments, his attention settled on the gentle flicker of light. "That's it," said Mr. Dalton. "When your mind wanders, bring it back. The past is gone, the future isn't here. Focus on now, this very moment. That's where learning lives." Next, Mr. Dalton showed Noah a piece of cloth and a smooth pebble. Then he poured water over both. The cloth absorbed it, the pebble didn't. "Some students just memorize words like this pebble," said the teacher. "But real learners absorb meaning. They connect ideas, imagine, and question. Be like the cloth. Don't just repeat, understand." Then Mr. Dalton placed a large wooden branch on the table. "Try breaking this," he said. Noah tried, but couldn't. Then the teacher snapped the branch into smaller pieces. "Now try again." "This time it was easy, you see," said Mr. Dalton. "Big problems and big lessons are easier when divided into smaller parts. Study a little each day, rest, then return. Learning is not a sprint, it's a steady walk." For the final lesson, Mr. Dalton brought 2 small flower pots. He watered one daily, but left the other dry. After a few days, one had a sprout, the other bare soil. "Learning works the same way," he said. "If you give it attention every day, even for 20 minutes, it grows. But if you stop for too long, the seed dries out. Keep watering your mind. Consistency beats effort." Weeks passed, and Noah followed every lesson faithfully. At first, nothing seemed to change, but soon he noticed that studying wasn't so difficult anymore. His focus grew, his fear faded, and his grades began to rise. More importantly, he started to enjoy learning. Years later, Noah became a successful man, confident, calm, and curious. He often remembered that day when his teacher shared those 5 lessons, the ones that not only changed how he studied, but how he lived. And you, too, can begin the same journey. Whatever you're struggling with learning, discipline, or focus, start small, stay patient, and keep practicing. Because one calm step today can become a mountain of success tomorrow. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to follow 4 more stories that remind you growth begins with small, steady steps.